Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of the KellumMD.com video podcast. Gabe Farias, Dr. Daniel H. Kellum Jr. We got to start with the news of the day. Go Spurs, go! You're a season ticket holder. Advanced to the second round of the playoffs for the first time since what, 17?
Yeah,
I believe 17.
Yeah.
You and I have been around. We were there for the '99 championship. It kind of has that same feel. These youngins, these young kids who are experiencing for the first time. This is like for us, deja vu all over again.
Yeah, but it's still exciting.
It's still exciting, right?
And they're good.
Yeah.
Fun to watch, play well, good team, good chemistry.
Yeah, we've already got, everybody knows Wemby's the alien.
Yeah, but it's everybody else.
And you're a basketball guy. Like, you played at the highest level. You were at St. Mary's. You won a state championship. Have you ever seen a 3-point guard rotation as good as the one we have right now with Fox, Castle, and probably the most talented rookie, I think, in my estimation. I may be a bit biased, but Dylan Harper. They're so good.
They're very good. But honestly, you look at somebody like Vassell, who is coming in under the radar, popping.
Champagne, same thing. Yeah.
I mean, we're just loaded. We're loaded 8 or 9 deep. Yeah. And it's going to be tough to beat us.
Are you superstitious?
No, I'm a little stitious.
I'm sort of stitious. Okay. But we're both wearing rabbit's feet. Yeah. So, just in case. But Dr. Kellum, we can talk for Spurs for hours. One of the things I want to talk about, because a buddy of mine who's a coach called me the other day and asked, what do you know about gout? And I'm like, I got a C in high school science. I don't know anything about it, but I could talk to Dr. Kellum about it. You and I didn't rehearse this. Gout is, he's a coach. He's in great health. He thinks he eats great. His doctor told him he had gout. What is gout?
Gout is when a crystal called uric acid crystallizes, or it settles in the joint and it crystallizes. It causes that joint to get red and hot and swollen and tender. Typically, we see it in the toes, so the big toe is probably the most common place that we see it, but we can see it in the ankles, we can see it in the knees, and it's due to uric acid levels. Sometimes it's because our body doesn't it produces too much or under excretes uric acid. That could be an issue, or it's diet. High red meats, shrimp, beer, that sort of thing could trigger that as well. But it can be problematic for some individuals because that recurrent pain over time creates destruction in the joint that it's afflicting, and it can be a problem. And in really bad cases where these uric acid levels are high, it can affect the kidney. It can you can form little nodules on the skin called tophi from the gout, and so there is a variety of things that can happen to individuals that have that.
Yeah, he's a self-admitted carnivore. Yeah. He eats a ton of meat. He'll have an occasional, barley-induced beverage, if you will, and the doctor told him it's kind of a perfect storm. You're in pretty good health. You do well. You're very active, but that was,
it's tough. It hurts. Yes. And there's, one of those things. If people are experiencing that, come in and get checked. See your provider. Come into Kellum Family Medicine in one of our locations. It's a simple blood test that can help us understand that. There's some immediate treatments that we can do that are relatively simple, that alleviate the pain relatively quickly, and then we can look at a long-term plan. Because there's some medications that are out there that are preventative. Dietary restrictions make a difference with that as well. And then depending on the severity, people can go in different routes in terms of things that are available. One other thing is that certain medications that are given to you can precipitate gout flares as well. So diuretics in some cases, particularly one called hydrochlorothiazide, can cause that to be a little bit worse. So just for people out there to know that when you're starting medications, just be aware of side effects and always ask your doctor about that. Don't worry about them, but if something were to come up, be sure to stay in communication, because sometimes it can be related to that as well.
Early on, what are some symptoms? What can you mistake gout for? Is it just literally inflammation and pain?
Yeah, it's pain is the biggest thing that you see with that. And so, and it's kind of, for the very first time, it becomes unexplained. So your toe gets red, it gets painful, it hurts, it's swollen. I mean, people don't quite put that all together until they Google it, and then they'll see. But no, that's one of the biggest things that we see.
Is it hereditary, or is it something that's an individual kind of basis by basis?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
There's sometimes it can be a problem. Sometimes it can be a problem from metabolism, or sometimes it can be a problem from indulging. And so that's just something.
So do I have gout? I'm swole, bro. I'm swole constantly. I don't think I have gout though.
Is that what swole is?
I have pain. I have pain in my heart from the obesity, but not from gout.
I thought swole was like in shape.
I'm not sure. I think it kind of has two meanings. I could be panzón swole and I could be swole. I'm certainly not. I'm the aforementioned.
I choose A.
Is gout something when you find out you have it? I know you talked about medicinal remedies. I mean, is it something I just got to eat better? I got to drink better.
Most of the time, depending on what we see. There's all kinds of severities. But for the most part, like anything, diabetes, cholesterol, gout, anything, lifestyle changes are the most important. So how you eat, how you act in terms of exercise, taking care of yourself is always the place that we go first. If it makes a difference with that, then we're good. If we see recurrence of issues, then we layer in medications to try to make things better. And so you always want to work on changing your life habits first, because often that makes a big difference down the line. So
what you're saying is I've got to give up my liver and onions and Schlitz malt liquor diet. I've got to give that up.
Would be helpful.
Eat healthier is what you're saying. All right, Dr. Kellum, thank you so very much. Of course, 3 locations. You got Shirts, you got Braun Road that's just continuing to grow, and you've got Bergheim, KellumMD.com. Talk about the 3 locations and how they're continuing to grow and thrive.
Very blessed. And so our Shirts location is certainly our flagship, and it's doing well. Thank you to the community of Shirts for always supporting us. Now we're here at Braun. And has been a very nice start for our new location. We're growing, adding a new doctor, Dr. Deandra Gonzalez, in a couple of months. So more options for people in this area to see. But we love the clinic, has all of the same availabilities that Shirts has in terms of diagnostic capabilities and stuff. So whichever one is closer to you, come see us in either location. And Bergheim location is a little closer to Bernie. They've done a great job, continues to grow. And so we've been very blessed with what we have, and we appreciate everybody that's out there that supports us, and we will always strive to provide the best care and most cutting edge care for you.
All right, Dr. Kellum, go Spurs, go. All right, for Dr. Daniel Kellum, I'm Gabe Farias, folks. Stay healthy.